With only 2.7 million acres of land used for agriculture, about 330 times less than the United States, Switzerland has a lot of famous agricultural products, such as cider, honey, and milk, making up only about 0.7% of the country's GDP. The impact of agriculture on Switzerland's economy is relatively modest when compared to industries in rich countries, such as financial services, pharmaceutical measures, or watchmakings. When a Swiss person tells you about the agriculture in their country, they will most likely talk about vineyards that runs along hillsides, and lake horses or herds of cattle grazing in the high mountains. These are the features that play an important role in creating the charm and beautiful settings in the agricultural tradition. In Switzerland, the cattle is the most abundant in numbers. They're widely raised in farms presented in most parts of the country. The alpine grasslands in Switzerland are vastly often include rugged mountains terrain before farmers here made cattle wearing bells around their neck to help farmers to locate them more easily, even if they were hidden in the mountains. At the beginning of 2023, there were about 1.4 million cattle raised in Switzerland, and they were distributed on more than 11,000 different farms, having most of them on small-scale family-owned farms. In addition to extracting beef and dairy, cattle grazing and using bells for them is also part of the Swiss folklore, and this adds charm to the landscape of this beautiful country. During the late times of September and early October, when the climate and the mountains changes and gradually gets colder, they would move their flocks from high mountains down to the village of the lower ground to avoid the cold. In Switzerland, moving cattle from high mountains to lower areas is a traditional event that takes place every year and attracts many visitors who want to experience it. They will be decorated with flowers, from hat markers and traditional cowbells that makes melodious sound. The moving cows contribute to the festival atmosphere. When the cows and the herdsmen arrive in the village, they are warmly welcomed by the local community and spectators who come to witness the event. The return of cattle is seen as a celebration of a successful summer grazing season on alpine pastures. Do you know the name of this event? If so, let us know in the comments section below of this video. Swiss agriculture is not only famous for its herds of cow grazing in the mountains of Ohio, it is also known for the vineyards that runs along the side hills, creating an extremely beautiful landscape. Early spring is usually the time when Swiss farmers start planting new vineyards. Grapes are often grown in the steep slopes, so most of the work is done by manual labor. There are currently around 14,700 vineyards in Switzerland, and these vineyards are concentrated mainly in the German-speaking and French-speaking cantons. Vineyards with difficult terrain, usually helicopters, will be used to spray pesticides instead of other methods. Late September to early October is usually the time when grapes are harvested in most Swiss vineyards. At this point, thousands of workers will be hired to the vineyards to work at the average salary they receive, that is about $143 per day. In vineyards with flat terrain, harvesters will be used to pick grapes. After harvesting billions of grapes, they are sent to wineries for production. Although the white wine industry in Switzerland is not as well known as in other countries like Italy or France, due to production restrictions and emphasis on quantity over quality, Swiss wines have always been considered rare and exclusive, making them highly sought after by enthusiasts and collectors. Have you ever drank Swiss wine? Let us know what you think in the comments section below. In addition to apple grapes, which is also a famous fruit when it comes to the Swiss agriculture, and aside from eating it fresh, apples in Switzerland are also used to produce apple juice and cider. When these apples are sufficiently mature and conditioned for harvesting, a kind of machine will be used to remove all the apples from the tree. Farmers will use this machine to pick up millions of apples and deliver them to apple juice factories. Inside and outside is what happens at an apple press in Switzerland. Here, millions of apples are automatically stored and cleaned. These apples are then crushed to make the juice extraction process easier. Once the juice extraction is complete, filtration will be performed to remove any remaining solid particles. Finally, fermentation will be done for the pasteurization of cider and apple juice. Have you ever drank cider? How do you feel about this drink? Now you're ready to watch the next video. Let's get this started.
Hello friends, cattle raising is an old agricultural industry, but now it has been modernized with high quality cow breeding technologies. In today's video, let's learn about new cow farming technologies and equipment and methods to support in raising. Cows feed mainly on mashed corn. Corn is grown by the farm owner in a 680-hectare plot of land next to the farm. This is how the farm harvests and prepares feed for the cows. A harvester and a pickup truck at the same time go along the cornfield. Harvesting is carried out concurrently with the grinding of the corn. The harvester will harvest both the corn and the stalk, then run it through a grinding system inside the machine to produce mashed feed for the cows. As soon as the grinding is complete, This corn is poured directly into the truck's tank. After harvesting, this crushed corn can be taken to feed the cows on the farm right away without any further processing. This way of raising both helps farm owners save costs and ensures a clean source of food for cows. Now visit a high-tech livestock farm to see how it works. At this farm, cows are raised in a clean source of nutrition. When cows are old enough, they will be slaughtered to serve human nutritional need. If you are raising cows, here are some essential equipment and tools to take care of your herd's health. This is a large rotating brush used for relaxing massage for cows. This device can be installed in the barn so that the cows on the farm can use it whenever. During cattle rearing, ranchers had to cut the cow's hooves short when they had grown too long to keep the cows walking comfortably. To cut the cow hoof first, the farmer must put the cow in a fixed cage to ensure the safety of both the cow and the farmer. Use tools such as nail scissors, knives, or sharpeners to remove overly long or frayed nails. Only about 2 to 3 millimeters of hoof should be cut to avoid causing pain or bleeding for cows. Now let's take a look at some robotic cow slaughter lines. These devices are commonly used in a large-scale beef processing plant. These devices can operate fully automatically and do not harm people when accidentally collided. The use of these machines is to reduce the time and labor cost for the processing plant and to create meat species with high aesthetic. They can cut bone, slice meat, remove unnecessary meat. With software integration, these robots can help managers easily observe and control the operation of the processing plant. In addition, some types of robots are also capable of supporting product packaging at the end of each line. Smart Cows Farm use 4.0 technology to increase productivity and product quality. While reducing cost and optimizing production processes. Robotic processing line use automatic technology to increase productivity and quality of the production process. The use of robots in processing and manufacturing saves time and cost, reduces error, and increases accuracy and repeatability in the manufacturing process. Thank you.